Good morning, sir.
Okay, Rajneesh, tell me about yourself.
Good morning, sir. As you are already aware, my name is Rajneesh Kumar Gupta. I hail from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, also known as the Manchester of East. Now let's talk about my educational background. I completed my 12th from HL Vidyalaya, which is affiliated to CBSE school. In my class 12, I was opted to I had opted for science plus math as my stream. Like any other aspirant who has opted a mathematics, the first option that he is introduced to is prepare for engineering entrance examination. But while preparing for my entrance examination, I developed a soft corner for pursuing the management studies. But I was also interested to pursue a technical edge and a technical era. In the world of this technical era, I always wanted to be a technical as well as a management enthusiast. That's why I've applied for this course. I found that BBA is a learning opportunity, and this is the main sole reason that's why I have applied for this course. Now, talking about my extra co-curricular activities, during my childhood only, I developed a keen interest towards the fantasies of science. In my childhood only, I was always interested in academics and excelled in academics. I had a few medals and regarding the brain competitions and district level competitions. In co-curricular activities, I pursued singing, dancing, as well as debate competitions, fancy dress, and drama competitions. And I have few certificates regarding them as well. This was all about me, and I am looking forward to for this interview.
Okay, that was great. Okay, so you have many certifications. So how are these certifications in going to help you in management?
So since I have a few certificates in debates also. So when I come into debate, when a person is debating with another person, he is going to present his thoughts, his perception, his ideas, what he believes. And I believe that in the managerial fields, one need to has a clarity on its thought, have a grassroots concept, or have a grassroots level concept. Thus, he can build a more be- thus he can build a more successful business, and he can climb the corporate ladder very quickly. And since I am having a expertise in multiple hobbies, and I used to pursue multiple hobbies, so I believe that a person who is wearing the multiple caps or multiple hats can easily get a successful edge over the others and can climb the corporate ladder very quickly and prove to be an asset for the company.
So what do you believe that jack of all trades or master of none or master of one thing is better?
So I also want to by for clarifying the question, I also want to mention about one quote that since you are a jack of all the things. This is a one scenario. But if you look on the other side, that you are knowing the each and every aspect of the field, and being a master of one, you can be the master of even the two things that are going provided in this course, such as the technical field, the AI, and the data science field. That is also helpful. You are having a one sword and as well as the one shield, the shield of managerial performance. These both fields can give you a more better, deeper understanding about how the business and how the company works.
Okay, so you're saying that jack of all trades is better.
Sir, I'm not with due regards, I want to share my opinion that I'm not only inclined to be a jack of all trades, but not a master of anyone. I guess we could be a master on at least a finite number of things.
Okay. Okay, so tell me, what is a statistical analysis?
Statistical analysis is a branch of mathematics in which a data scientist or a data analyst collects a large volume of data and construct the questions around it and analyzes it to predict the deep insights from and extract the deep insights from the data. The questions or the conclusions that are drawn from the data are used by the data analyst to help the company to make the decision making strategy, give a predictive models for the future growth of the company, as well as the data driven companies treat their data as a useful asset, and use their data to gain a competitive advantage. This is all I understand from this.
Okay, good. Okay, so you talk about learning and learning deeply through the concepts. So, do you know what is deep learning? Like, is it like learning what the concept, or is it something else?
Yes, in the field of machine learning, deep learning is a technical term that is basically connected that machine learning is equipped with a neural networks in the machine. It is provided with an artificial neurons so that it can take aspirations from the human brain and can perform the task that requires human intelligence. There are three different layers of the artificial neurons. Firstly, the input layer where the data is inserted into the machine. It's basically an input form, and the middle layer that processes the data and transports it to the above layer. And the thirdly, lastly, the output layer. In the output layer, the output it is the output form, and we will get the result or the execute or the problem or the solution of the executed problem.
Okay, good. Okay, so tell me, who is the current CEO of ChatGPT?
So, sir, I am not aware about the current CEO of that.
Okay, tell me how this ChatGPT works. What it uses that it provides such inputs and outputs.
So, ChatGPT uses the so, let me collect my words on. ChatGPT is a generative AI and a machine learning tool that uses the supervised learning. Uh, in supervised learning, the input data is paired with the desired output. The ChatGPT uses the previous tense and the data that is inputted to automate an algorithm for solving a particular problem. In ChatGPT, in ChatGPT, for suppose that one is inserted a question or a text that is new, you need to find out. So the ChatGPT recognizes it and searches it in the previous history in the pre-feeds commands, and then collects all the data all the previous historical feed data, and it gives the text composition, audio synthesis, and and the pictures about the regarding that you have asked for.
Okay, so now I'm giving you a topic for extempore. So your topic for extempore is leader versus manager. You may take for 30 seconds to 1 minute to think about it. And you can start. I start.
So today's topic for my extempore is leaders versus manager. If I talk about both the positions, both the attributes are important for in the manager field, and both the attributes are having their own importance in their own field. If I'm talking about the firstly about the leader, what is a leader? A leader is a person who motivates the other people, who inaugurates a seed of uprising in the other persons. A person who is who is downtrodden or who is not able to do well in his life in his professional works. A leader motivates the person. A leader always addresses the mass audience, and a leader has followed a fixed path or the path that he has followed. to reach the success, he always guides to follow that path only to the others people, so that they can also reach the same level of success in which he is standing. But when it comes to the manager, so manager is the firstly provided that manager is the member of the team only, and that's the difference between the about the positions of the superior positions. Let's talk about the role of the manager. The manager is getting directly involved with the company employees. The manager is sitting with the company employees, solving the problems and discussing the execution methods. What the manager is also open to the suggestions that what the company employees are saying on the decision that is taken by him. On ground reality, the manager gets involved with the company employees, gives takes the proper feedback, helps them to supervise their learning, and he designs an individual path for each employee of the company so that he can reach a level that is reach a good corporate level and get a successful life. So if I'm talking about both, that who is best, there can't be a significant answer that who is the better one, who is the best one, because both are doing the attributes contributing to in their different fields. A leader is going to motivate the persons. A manager is going to manage the persons. Both are playing the good role in their field. Thank you, sir. This is all I want to say about the leader versus manager.
Okay. Okay, so that was a good insightful conversation, insightful extemporary round. Okay, so okay, now let's move on to the academics. Okay, so tell me, now let's draw a graph. Draw me a graph of 7x divided by 1 minus x. Are you done? Remove the background. Is this correct? 7x divided by 1 minus x. This is the actual question. This graph is not the correct graph. Completely wrong.
Oh,
I believe you drew it opposite side. It will be in second and fourth quadrant. It will pass through the origin as well. See, 0, comma 0 satisfying it, no? Okay.
yes,
Now let's move on. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay. Tell me, what is a Dalton's law in chemistry?
yes, sir. So while talking about my Dalton's law, Dalton stated that all the matter is composed of a tiny subatomic particles that are called as atoms. And he also mentioned that atom is not furthermore divisible. He also mentioned that he given the law of definite proportions, that two individual elements combined in a fixed proportion to form a compound.
Okay. Oh, okay, so tell me, what is an alloy? And give me some examples of it.
Okay, and an alloy is a mixture. An alloy is a mixture, actually a homogeneous solution of two or more metals that are having the physical properties, but the alloy is having the totally different properties from the individual metals. So, for example, I can be saying as brass,
Okay, brass is an alloy of which metals?
bronze, and tin.
Bronze and tin. Are you
Bronze,
sure?
bronze is no sir. Actually, bronze is itself an alloy.
Hmm. Yes. You can't recall it right
But
now?
I can't recall the exact composition of the metal.
Okay, so tell me what is for bronze?
So, I can recall the second material. The second material is tin, but the first material I am forgetting. And in brass also second material is zinc. The first material, the common material in both, I am forgetting that. It's copper.
It's copper. Yeah.
It's copper.
Okay. What's the formula of copper sulfate?
USO 4.5 H2, it is available in hydrated form. So there are five molecules of water.
So why there are only five molecules of water? Why not seven? Why not three? Why not two, one? Why only five?
So if I'm talking about the five molecules of water crystallization, they are not present in that state which you are thinking. The one water molecule is in the ligand form, and the four are attached in the physical state.
Mhm.
If you allow me, I can make an educated guess that to fulfill the coordination number six, as we know that coordination number six is the most stable and having a low potential energy.
Okay. Okay, I believe water of crystallization will be a better answer to support your thing. Okay. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, so tell me what is the third law of thermodynamics?
The third law of thermodynamics states that the entropy of a substance becomes constant as temperature approaches absolute zero.
Okay. Okay,
So,
give me some example of that law. Like where you find this in real life.
so we can see. So actually, it's only a hypothetical law. Hypothetical law. It can be not be physically proven, but for just for assuming we can also observe ice.
Mm-hmm.
The ice at the while approaching the temperature of 0 Kelvin, it all the randomness or the disorderedness in its physical state is tending to zero. Can't we say exact zero because there will be some microscopic movements of the particles that will be taking place, but the entropy tends to zero and there is no randomness or disorder. This is the most feasible example that I can put.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So tell me, where was the recent ICC World Cup held?
West Indies, it was held in West Indies and hosted by America and West Indies.
Okay, and who won it and who was the runners-up?
India won it and South Africa was the runner.
Okay, okay. So tell me, what's the difference between LPG, petrol, and diesel? What's the main difference between all these three?
LPG
Petrol
and
and diesel. LPG, petrol, diesel.
so LPG stands for liquid petroleum gas, and in the cylinders that are used to store LPG, the LPG is formed in the presence of a liquid in the physical state of liquid. So it is very easy as well as liable to store in its physical state. When it comes to petrol and diesels, they are having a more calorific value, so they are releasing a much more carbon dioxide on burning them. That's the only difference I can recall currently.
And what's the calorific value? Which metal, which substance is the highest calorific value according to you?
So calorific value is the amount of heat or the gas or the gases that are evolved while burning a substance. I can't exactly recall the highest calorific value, but if you may allow me to guess, so I guess it's graphite or diamond because it would be a compound of carbon only.
Okay, okay, okay. What's the difference between graphite and a diamond then in the structure?
So while I went talking to by graphite is arranged in the sheet-like structures, and diamond is having a 3D tetrahedral structure. The graphite is having the hybridization sp2 because it having a planar structure, whereas the diamond is having a tetrahedral structure. In case of a graphite, there is always a one unpaired electron that is left for, and that is only responsible for the conduction of electricity. Whereas in diamond is not a good conductor of electricity, as we all know. It is a good conductor of heat. But graphite is also a good conductor of heat. It is used in the part of electric motors, uh, and in the case of the brushes, which led the armature coil to get cooled down.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. So tell me, why do you want to pursue this course at IIT Mandi? What's your motive of from this?
So the yearning to pursue my management course initiated inside me when my school inaugurated a entrepreneurship cell and given me the opportunity to opt for entrepreneurship as my fifth subject. In that cell, many of the trainees, volunteers, teachers, local businessmen came there to give us motivational speeches, provided us with the appropriate knowledge for that why the entrepreneurship is important, and tried to eradicate the concept that not only work for taking a job, else contribute more towards making jobs, creation of jobs by getting motivated from their speeches. And they also provided us a chance to pitch our entrepreneurial idea. And from the collective efforts of there only, I developed a soft corner for pursuing the management studies. And I believe MBA is a very universal program, and every good firm requires good managers who can, in a rational and efficient manner, optimize the human resources for the successfulness of the company. So that is the only reason that I applied for this course. And one more unique thing that I need to acknowledge to you that, about this unique course, that since this course is a combination of a technical field as well as the managerial field, so I will get a unique skill set of equipping myself with the two different domains. Firstly, from the AI and data science field, which is the future of the upcoming era, and as well as the managerial field. So this is this
Okay, okay.
I see that this is a great learning opportunity.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so tell me, who is the current Chief Justice of India?
DY Chandrachud.
Okay. Who is the current Chief Election Commissioner of India?
Sorry, sir, I am currently not aware about the chief election commission.
Okay. Okay, tell me who is the current Finance Minister of India?
Srimati Nirmala Sitaram.
And when does a financial year starts in India?
Sir, if you allow me, I can make an educated guess.
Okay, well, there's no need to guess either it will be correct or not. Yeah, just
It's
say.
an it is started in April of every year.
Which date?
I can't recall the date exactly.
Okay, who is the current Housing and Urban Affairs Minister of India?
Shri Manohar Lal Khattar.
Okay. Okay, do you know what is uh, Sensex?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Sir, before discussing about Sensex, I can tell you about the companies that offer the initial public offering IPOs. So the companies are divided into the two share markets, such as the firstly the National Stock Exchange, and secondly the Bombay Stock Exchange. So Bombay Stock Exchange is the total number of companies that are registered in the Bombay Stock Exchange is about more than 5,000 companies. So for representing their cumulative data, only the top 50 companies are taken, and their ups and downs or in the share values and the investors in the investing capital is noted down and displayed in the tabular or the graphical forms. That is only known as the Sensex. Sensex is basically a physical term that represents the collective how much the shares are going up or down in the value of market of those 5,000 companies. It is the collective representation.
Okay.
That's I
Okay.
consider
Now,
to be
okay.
honest.
Now solve the question. Suppose the cost price of 20 articles it's same as the selling price of X articles, and the profit is 25%. So tell me what is the value of X?
Cost price of 20 articles.
Yeah, cost price of 20 articles is same as the selling price of X articles. So the profit is 25%. So tell me the value of X.
So the value of X is 16.
Good, good.
16.
Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so tell me how many solutions are possible, real solutions are possible for the equation x cube plus x minus 1 equals to 0.
X cube minus X plus 1.
X cube plus x minus 1 equals to 0. How many real solutions are possible for this? Tell me the working, like how you are doing it.
So I guess only one real solution is possible because when I am drawing when I am differentiating the function, I am getting 3x square plus 1, which is always a positive function. So it means that the slope of the graph is always increasing. So it will only once cut the x-axis.
Yes, very good, very good. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that was it, Rajneesh. Thank you. And yeah, let's move on to the feedback in 1 minute. So now let's start with the feedback. So first of all, overall, it was a great interview, to be honest. Like you answered most of the questions almost correctly. Apart from that one graph, everything was sorted. That one graph question you did draw, that was a difficult graph, I would say, but try to draw these type of graphs. It's a very what like this is a very like common graph, like which you may get in the interview, which is a bit difficult. So try to practice that. Overall, I'd say introduction was very good. Technological knowledge was full on, very good. And active questions, both the questions you did correctly, so it was commendable. And communication skill was very good. The extempore you told was also above average. Like it was almost perfect. So the interview was very smooth. Your communication skill was good. And yeah, just have a look at those. Um, those chat GPT CO, you weren't able to answer that. Just have a look at those. General awareness, a bit revision is needed. You can't really say what they may ask you in general knowledge because it's a very vast topic. So it all depends on how much you can learn in these few days. So just have a practice of GK, see, just have a practice of GK and current affairs, whatever is going on right now. Just have a look at those. And yeah, and academics also, it was good. Like you answered almost all the questions correctly, I believe. Yeah, almost. Yeah, everything was answered correctly. Uh, so yeah, that was it. Overall, it was almost a perfect interview, I'd say. Yeah, you are good to go. Yeah, anything else which you want to ask?
No, sir. ये 10 तारीख को इंटरव्यू है आज निकल
हाँ,
जाऊंगा मैं शाम
कब इंटरव्यू 10th को
10th को है इवनिंग स्लॉट में है
इवनिंग स्लॉट ओके टिल देन रिवाइज करो जीके एकेडमिक्स जो जो होता है रिवाइज करते रहो जस्ट डोंट बी ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट कि हो जा रहा है सब कुछ या जस्ट
जीके और
रिवाइज
रिवाइज
इट
करने का भी नीड है
हाँ जीके भी रिवाइज करो जीके और एकेडमिक्स भी और थोड़ा क्वेश्चंस अगर कहीं पर भी आ सकते हैं वो भी रिवाइज करो रिवाइज करने में कोई इशू नहीं है रिवाइज करते रहो बस या यू आर गुड टू गो सी ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर द इंटरव्यू
थैंक यू